My name is Susann Carmen Jagodzinska, and I am the author and the photographer of Photons, a book which was edited by the edition. There are steps or experiences in everyone's life that help to build or expand the worldview that one carries, but also to understand deeper in which reality one was living in before making those steps. It is about becoming self-aware that there is a fragmented self, that those fragmented selves are pieces of our own consciousness which are stuck in several spaces, also within time. So it is about gaining the self-awareness of what is happening with those pieces and realizing also that those pieces exist. The book represents my personal experience of how I have witnessed these pieces within myself. Fragmented parts of the self are parts that experience pain, trauma, disconnection. In my experience, those parts don't recognize themselves as the love that they truly are. Becoming conscious of those parts will step by step bring back the possibility to love them back into wholeness, and to understand also that we don't necessarily need to be a part of a reality that may feel to us, built up through structures which were imposed. I feel like one of those steps was for me becoming a mother and to experience motherhood. It gave me a new look at my own inner self, which felt like building an inner mother, which father with time is looking over the inner child. The story that was written, it's an intuitive story. It is the try to relink emotion which are not having their space in the mind. And when we regain access through the heart and the mind, trying to realign it in a truthful way, in a honest way, and this is a lifetime job. And what is happening is that step by step those fragmented pieces become part of the self-awareness, of the consciousness of the self, and suddenly it moves out of those time spaces where it was frozen or stuck. I felt that I have no right to step upon the earth with my own path, having the right to experience life as the force of creation. And then slowly I have noticed that by trying to feel into the moment, into the larger presence of what is happening within the atmosphere while I am here, looking at my surrounding, looking at the nature, looking at the children, looking at the people. Co-creational presence, I would call it. It was, or it is. It feels very loving. It feels like whatever is happening, we are just there and experiencing it. So I was taking those photos for me as a deep reminder of this exchange where I actually was feeling a part of this larger puzzle that we are. And this space is very precious for me because it is where the intention is simply to be and to see what's happening between me and the space without means of control or trying to reduce control as much as I am able to. So what I was searching was simply a moment, a feeling of something that felt right for me. And I have noticed that whenever I went back to my photographies and I had a look at them, that something new within myself emerges and finds new space to be said or to be witnessed, observed. So I developed a love towards my photographies because I have noticed that consciousness is not meant to be trapped in time or space, and there's a possibility to let enough space for whatever to emerge, what wants to be emerged. I was feeling quite differently about photography as something which captures time and events. I mean, of course it does, but it does not only. I think it's related to the intention of what wants to be created or what we want to create. And there's a separation where the heart has problems to get access to the mind. So it's like the feelings were not accepted by the mind. Also, the mind was creating its own stories through imposed systems that we were not aware of, or I was not aware of before. Belief systems, filters of perception. Also, with the text I was trying to write, to give space for my heart to speak out its experience, its feelings. And I was trying to let the mind find new ways of how to translate all of that, what is happening within this heart space. She stares straight ahead. The light strikes her eyes. She stares upwards. After a while, she looks down. Some whisper her words. Mama, water. There's water which is appearing around her. It flows at the speed of a river. Her bare legs, her hands, hair. She's not drowning in it. She lies calmly between the stones, the thickets. Her eyes are open, looking up to the sky. Whispers from her lips, gently, "You are not the light.